Hey folks, welcome back to another 36-hour power trip with your buddy Kyle over here. On this episode, we got the bike loaded up in the back of the truck and we're going to head over to Pisgah State Park. We're going to go check the place out from top to bottom. We're going to probably go places that we really shouldn't go, but we're going to go check out the easy trails, the tougher trails, and just then go enjoy life for the day. Then we're going to go make our way to the glorious city of Keene, New Hampshire. We're going to get a nice hotel room for the night. Then the following morning, we're going to make our way over to Madam Sherri's castle. I've been over there before, but I'd really like to refresh myself and show you guys the place. It's absolutely wonderful. So stay tuned and let's go have some fun. Good morning and welcome back, ladies and germs. And my windshield is absolutely disgusting. Check this out as I'm driving all over the road here. Yeah, look at that. That is one nasty windshield. And anyways, we're heading over to Pisgah State Park. It is supposed to be, it's not supposed to be, it is the largest off-road park here in this beautiful state of New Hampshire. I guess the park's about 13,000 acres. I guess it's got 3 different ridge lines you can go and hit, and about every level of terrain in between. We're gonna go head that way. We got a couple-hour ride ahead of us. We're just gonna go out and we're gonna send it extremely averagely all day long. We're getting old. Freaking, I just turned 38 not too long ago, like 38. I still feel like a kid some days, but then other days I feel like I'm gonna run out of my ankles. So, anyways, yeah, we got the bike in the back. We got a couple hours to go. Let's go rip it up, and thanks for joining me, folks. Let's go have some fun. All right, we're almost there. We got about, I don't know, maybe another hour or so to go, but I had to tinkle and I needed my coffee cup refilled. And right next door, look at that. We got Old Glory just hanging in the breeze. It is beautiful out this morning. Like there is not a cloud in the sky. Look. No clouds. So we're heading over to the park now. It should, I'm excited. It should be a good day. The weather's perfect. Should be some awesome terrain out there, some new stuff. I've never been out there before. I'm a New Hampshire resident. Never been to Pisgah State Park before. All right, we are here at the old historic Pisgah State Park. It's the largest off-road park in New Hampshire that's on one single property. It's like 13,000 acres. As I said earlier, there's multiple ridge lines to go check out. Diverse terrain, all kinds of different stuff out here. So we got the brain bucket, we got the bike juiced up, we got the day pack with all the proper supplies, we got the bike's toolkit in there, we got a couple bottles of water, you know, the necessary supplies. So I'm gonna go hop on this bad boy and we're gonna go head that way down the trailhead. And we're gonna go check this place out. So if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be very much appreciated on my part. I would, yeah, I'd appreciate that. So click that button and let's go for a ride. All right, so we are finally underway. So this right here is Old Chesterfield Road. So back in the day, this was an actual main road that you probably saw Model Ts driving up and down during the fair weather months when there was no snow on the ground. And also, one other thing, when I pulled in the parking lot here, there was a bunch of, I think they were Polish, and I'm not picking on any other nationality, but these guys pulled in and literally, 3 trucks, they made it possible to take up about 25 parking spots. They completely made the whole parking lot so nobody else could park in it. And I tried saying something to them, but they didn't speak any English, so that was the only problem we've had so far today. So let's go out and we're gonna find some cool terrain. Let's go get after it. Bike's not even warmed up yet. So I'm just taking a little easy cruise down the main drag here right now. Just trying to get a little lay of the land here. Now there's one thing, obviously I think it's a pretty obvious thing, but when you first go out riding somewhere, probably not a good idea to go like a bat out of hell unless you really can see into the future and you know what's coming around that corner. I've seen it happen to some good riders way too many times. Just getting a little ahead of yourself in an area that you're not familiar with can really end your day pretty quick. So, well, I guess we're just gonna go head on down this way. Scenery around here is absolutely stunning. Air smells good. Bike's running good. Well, it should. It's pretty much brand new. I feel like I'm running pretty good right now. And I haven't even had any breakfast this morning, so I think we're doing all right. So I went about a few miles into the park and I had to stop at this spot. Like, look at this. Ha! This is what I love in life. This is my favorite stuff ever. Nice shiny dirt bike, sun shining through the trees. Like, God, cannot beat it. And it smells amazing out here. It smells a little like minty, like a minty scent in the air. And look, there's a cool bridge over here. Like, this is some scenic shiznit right here, I tell you. And I just got out here. Like, I'm not even that far out into the park whatsoever. You know, I took a couple lefts and a couple rights, and I took a picture of the trail map on my phone. So at least that's a good idea. If you, it's a good idea on my part here. But yeah, if you ever go to a place like this, like you don't have a trail map, at least just take a picture of the map at the, at the trailhead. They usually got something kicking around there. I wonder if there's any fish in here. I would imagine. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a few, enjoy some scenery, and we're gonna go carry on. I could see some like a big hilly area, so it looks like one of the ridge lines is kind of out this direction. So we're gonna have some cool views to look at here in a little bit, I'm pretty sure. All right, so there's only one thing I'm mad about right now, and it's the fact that it took me 38 years to come out here to this place. I mean, it kind of stinks in today's day and age. There's not really too many places in all reality that you can come and ride dirt bikes. This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Stunning. Perfect temperature, perfect day. I know I've already said that, but man, the sun coming through the trees. Woo! I don't even know where I'm going, and I don't care at all. Like, I'm serious about saying this. Like, usually when there's places that are this pretty, they don't let you come ride dirt bikes at it. Usually they're like, nope, you can walk your dog down here, you gotta pick up the poop, but you better not ride your dirt bike out there. And here they're like, no. Like, look at that. Look at that big cliff. That's crazy. So cool. So freaking cool. Like, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. This is all new to me. And it's only a couple hours from home, which to me makes it that much better because this is something I can come and access and will access all the time now. All right, so we found a fork in the road. We're prohibited from going that way. We can't go down the dog sled turnaround, but we can take the South Link up the hill, 0.6 miles up that way. And we're also limited to 50 inches wide. Good thing we are way under that. But we also have a little, you are here. So wait, look for the arrow. Hey, if any of you guys on there can see the arrow, let me know. I mean, what the heck? The arrow. Well, this is embarrassing. All right, little less road-like, a little bit more trail-like. Woo! It's loose, it's dry, it's rocky, it's a little bit slippery, but it's beautiful. Man, yeah, the scenery around here is absolutely fantastic. All right, so we are quite a ways out into this park, and look, somebody decided to pave the trail. So evidently, back in the day, these pathways were much more heavily trafficked, I would imagine, because I wonder what this route originally was. So this is pretty cool. Woo! I remember when we came here, it was like, oh, there's gonna be a bunch of different types of terrain. And oh, I just found neutral like a boss right there. But yeah, I was not expecting to have paved trails, so this is new. Kind of cool. Really cool, actually. All right. So we got some water. A whole water. Oh boy, what way do we want to go? Tinsdale Trail. I guess we're gonna go this way, boys and girls. Didn't forget about you. I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie. I'm absolutely mind blown by this place. Normally, you cannot ride dirt bikes at places that are this pretty. Like, Look at this. Insane. And I'm standing on a big dam in the middle of nowhere. Like, look at this thing. And the trail just wraps right around here, over there. It hugs the pond a little bit, then goes out into the woods. I'm speechless. Like, this is so close to home. Like, I'm honestly a little tickered off with myself that I've never been out here. And like, it's prime dirt bike territory. There's a lot of gates out here that are limited at 50 inches wide. So unfortunately for the side-by-side folks, I wouldn't really be bringing a 64-inch wide RZR here, but any ATV or bikes and the little green, that's the only unfortunate thing about this place is the greenheads. It's greenhead season, so I can't really get mad at Mother Nature. It is what it is, but they are out. Certainly. Bike's doing good. Life's good. I made my way up on the big rock there. Like look at this. It's unreal. Like, I'm itching to go check out more stuff, but at the same time, I just want to sit here and soak this in a bit longer. What a cool spot. And I'm over here drooling out of the corner of my mouth. Oh my God, look at this. This is so cool. All right, guess we're going this way. The Hinsdale Trail. Woo, baby. Feeling like I maybe should have had one less cup of coffee today. I'm feeling a little jittery right now. A little too jittery for the amount of bumps that I'm experiencing. Jitterbug. You. Right. A little bit of mud, a little bit of trees, a little bit of fresh breeze. Digging it. All right, folks, so this is the Hinsdale Spur Trail. Looks a little rocky, a little bumpy. It looks like some fun. Oh, toink, toink. Woo! Oh, baby, slow down, Kyle. We got some big rocks up here. Whew. All right, so I guess this is the end over here. So, after doing quite a bit of exploring out here, I found out that there is quite a bit of little cool little spots to just go and hang out. So it's not all just trails. Like, there's even if you're not on any off-road anything, there's plenty of hiking trails out here that you cannot take dirt bikes or ATVs on. But so I come down this it's a pretty steep, really rocky trail, and then there's this nice little gate down here. It says parking, dead end, and then says there's a waterfowl nesting area, and there's a nice big pond out here just in the middle of the woods. And I drove by a handful of other ones as well. So very intricate area. There's a lot of little pockets here and there to explore. It's so cool. The air is amazingly fresh. But it does say, there's a sign down there at the entryway that says no camping. But look at this. This would be an amazing little camping spot. Put a tent right down there. Wow, and so I don't know if you probably can't see it, but there's an island that's just one massive rock sticking out of the middle of the pond over there. Very cool. Oh, don't mind me. There's just a couple plants over here that looked a little neglected, looked like they needed some watering, so I figured I would just come over here and do my part. Ooh. Woo! Did not take the path of least resistance on that one. That was sloppy. Whew. Man, what a cool trail. Absolutely stunning. Woo! Oh yeah, that good mookie cookie. Oh, that was good. That was a whole lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be. Woo! Wow. Wasn't quite sure where to go there for a second. All right. We'll go head back down this way. Woo. Back on the old Hinsdale Trail. Yeah. See, look at the scenery around here. We got little streams, bridges everywhere, sun coming through the trees. Life's good. Starting to get hungry too. All right, so the terrain changed a bit again down here. It's a bit more muddy. I haven't had some mud in a little while, so not really complaining about it. It's a good little change up. A little greasy, keeps you on your toes, if you know what I mean. Woo! And there's a ton of little bridges out here. Like, I mean a shit ton of them. Excuse my French, but, you know. Like, I love this kind of ride. You just gotta go take it a little slower, take it a little easy. I don't got no elbow pads on. I don't really want to be smashing the bows off of these rocks, if you know what I mean. Whoa, baby. Phew. Ah, look at how nice this is. Absolutely stunning. I think I've almost worked up enough of an appetite to have one of my, oh, that bridge looks a little sketchy. Have a little power bar here. And it looks like this trail ended on me. Oh no, what are we gonna do? No, there's another trail back there a little bit further, so take a little break right here for a few, and we'll go get after that other one. So for about the past 20 minutes, I've been just driving straight. I wanted to cover some ground and go head on over to the other side of the park. So when I first got in here, I took a right and a left, and there was a whole other big chunk kind of above me that I want to go explore. But throughout my course of spending time out here today, sorry about my schnoz here, schnoz freaking dirt bike boogers. There is a ton of little sites out here. Back a few miles back that way, there's a couple of dams in the middle of the woods. A couple of them were for old lumber mills, lumber companies that used to be out here way back in the day. And this spot right over here, it says William Davis Homestead. Little is known about this beautiful farm site. It is listed on the 1877 map, but not on the 1892 or later maps. And it said, the farm was worked exceptionally hard, as evidenced by four large 6-foot-tall stone piles created from improving the plow fields. So the house had a large center chimney, and there are 2 other large barn foundations for the livestock and hay. The root cellar was immediately west of the house. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go over here and check this out. I love stuff like this. Like, absolutely love it. Look at this. This is so cool. So this must have been where like the center chimney was or something like that, I would imagine, but look at this creepy tree on top of it. That is a Captain Creepy tree right there. Jesus. Oh yeah, and as you can see, there's like a big stone ridge all along here. Looks like that was man-made at one point, way back in a day well before mine. But yeah, very cool little spot. And as I said, there's a bunch of these places out here. So I'm sure if there was somebody that was really good with local history in the area, you could make a separate YouTube video on just the significant spots out here like this one. So I guarantee there's somebody out there that knows a whole lot more about this than I do. Oh yeah, look at this rock wall all along here. It is amazing. I just think about being a bug on a tree, a bug that is not affected by time, so you can last hundreds of years, and just watch what happens in this area over that span. Like back in the day, was this all just like open rolling hills? I mean, I take it, I would imagine, based on said information over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a break from my hindside. It's I love this bike, but the seat is not the comfiest thing out there. So, and I'm a lean guy. I don't got a ton of junk in my trunk. If that was the case, I might be a little better off, but I don't have a fat ass. But some of the trails out here are pretty cool. As you guys have seen, there's a extreme diverse, big amount of terrain out here. Easy going stuff, some rough stuff, some rocky stuff, some muddy stuff. We found just about all of it so far. All right, so I just made my way about a few more miles down, back out onto the main corridor out here. And look at this, J. Fields Homestead, 1858. So here's another significant spot out here. This foundation is in much better shape, but so there's a tree growing up out of the fireplace. That one's a lot bigger and a lot less creepy looking than the other one, but needless to say, another cool spot. So I passed like 3 or 4 people on like mountain bikes or pedal bikes, non-motorized motorcycles, and non-motorized bikes anyways. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I passed a handful of people, and I waved to them, and they look like I am fully retarded. They look like they borderline want to like hurt me. So, I don't know, I'm completely allowed out here, but I feel like the non-motorized people out here have a vengeance against the motorized people out here, which, I mean, I guess pick your poison in today's day and age, but if I'm out in the woods, I don't care what you're on, I'm gonna say hi to you. Woo! And the thing that makes me nervous about roads like this is I've seen another couple of vehicles out here. Last thing I want to do is go run around the corner into a ram, you know? Get rammed by a ram head on. That would not be beneficial for the rest of the afternoon. All right, so I've made my way down to another kind of big cul-de-sac area. Plenty of parking down here. Check this out. So this is Pisgah State Park. Like, I feel like I'm pretty far out in the middle of the woods here. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I'm not allowed to bring my dirt bike past this point here. But I do see water over here. And I see multiple signs as well. To the Nash Trail, to Fulham Dam, and to Fulham Pond Trail. I guess we'll go over and check it out. Well, it doesn't lead to a sandy beach or anything like that, and looks like it just wants me to keep walking down a trail that I can't bring my dirt bike on. And I'm not trying to leave a $10,000+ piece of fine machinery over here in the middle of the woods that does not require a key. Probably wouldn't be a wise decision on my behalf. It would be a long, very shitty, it'd be a terrible walk out of here. And man, I wouldn't even know what to do once I got back to my truck. I'd probably just sit in it and pout like a little girl. No more dirt bike. That would be terrible. So we're gonna stay on the dirt bike and keep on keeping on here. All right, so these power lines are absolutely gnarly. I just, I ate it going up a pretty big hill, and God, I feel bad for my clutch trying to get back up that hill after I ate it. Big boulders, loose gravel. It's hot out. And look at this view. My Lord. That's beautiful looking. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool thumbnail right there. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out here, soak in some of this sun, probably mount down another cliff by here. Then we're gonna go make our way back down into the park. And I wasn't planning on making this an overnight adventure, but I do not feel like making the couple-hour ride home. So I found a hotel room on Expedia.com for about $100 right in the Keene area. So guess what? We got it. And there is a handful of cool waterfalls, and there's a couple of gorges around here that we're gonna go check out. So if you're still watching the video, hit that little subscribe button. I appreciate you to the fullest. If you want to peel off when the dirt bike portion is done, you know, if you're a total dirt bike guy and that's all you like watching on YouTube is dirt bike stuff, then I apologize, because we're gonna go do some other stuff after this. But there's still gonna be more dirt bike adventures between now and us getting back to the truck. So don't go anywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa, baby. Woo, that was a close one. Woo, baby. So you gotta love the old power line hill climbs. They get a little intense from time to time. All right, we have made it back to the truck. Bike's in one piece. I'm in one piece. And look at this little ride that's right next to my bike here. It's a looks like a Coleman mini bike here, and it's seen some better days. Look at those forks. He definitely hit a little ledge out here and just folded those bad boys right on in. So yeah, we're gonna go head over to Chesterfield Gorge.
Hearing like a pop coming from the back end, wasn't sure if it was the tire,
yeah,
or the muffler, so I looked down just right. Next thing I know, I end up in a fucking ditch.
Ha! Well, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Yeah. Lucky enough, it's only these parts I have to replace.
Yeah, you can get some forks for them for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The rest of the forks.
The rest of them are all right, but
take these off and
yeah, slide the tubes out and on to play another day, brother.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. So we've made it back to the truck. It is. Look at my freaking face. It's hot, as you can see. It is 90 degrees out, and that poor dude driving that like little Coleman mini bike thing. Like, I'll backtrack a second here. The reason I'm in the truck right now and still not out there riding is my hindside. It's done. I can't sit on my dirt bike anymore, and it's got pretty good suspension. It's like a $12,000 dirt bike. This guy out here running that little Coleman bike with no suspension and folded in forks. His arm was all busted up. He's like, yeah, I looked away, and then I looked back up. Before you know it, I was going right into a ditch. I'm like, oh my God. And that thing has no suspension. It is a hardtail. Like, you're never going to catch me riding a hardtail Harley because, first off, I think they're silly, and it's a good way to break your back. So, anyways, I'll stop blabbing. We're going to go head over to the Chesterfield Gorge. It is absolutely gorge-us. It's amazing, and I have sun dripping in my eye behind my sunglasses. So we're going to head on there. We're going to go explore the gorge, and we're going to go find a spot to go plop it down in the river. There's a very beautiful spot that I remember. It's not very deep. You can just kind of lay there, just hang out in a live stream, you know. It's going to be good. So if you're still watching, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to go head on over and do some leisurely activities here now. Well, This is definitely what I needed after that dirt bike ride. Well, I'm not in the water yet. Last time I was here, there was a whole lot more water coming down here, but this is the top of the falls at Chesterfield Gorge. This place is absolutely incredible, and it's so easy to get to. It's right on a, like, I don't know, about 200 feet behind me is like a road. So you don't got to go hike to it. It's very easy to get to, but wait till we get down over there. It's incredible. There's a really cool bridge, and there's hopefully the water's a little bit deeper down there. I'll be able to take my shoes off and cool my feet off in the water. Pretty excited for that. And I'm hungry, wicked hungry. I haven't eaten hardly anything yet today besides those 2 Cliff Bars. So food is going to be in the itinerary here very quick. So I made my way down the gorge a bit further, and evidently recently there's definitely some water coming down here, because look at all these big tree stumps. Those weren't there last year. And look at that. This place is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's very easy to get to. It's right off of, I think it's Route 9 in Chesterfield. So it's not hard to get to at all. And the trail over here is really cool. So on each side, so it loops around each side. So this side goes around this side of the ridge, and on the walk back, you come up that side of the ridge. So you get a good view from both sides. And once you get down to the bottom, like the view is deceiving. Wait till you get down there, and then you look back up. It's out of this world. I love it. So look at this. Like, the further down you go, the crazier it gets. Like, look at that. It is picture perfect. Wouldn't want to fall down there. And look, there's like a little cave right down in there. Incredibly cool spot. What a nice little treat after a dirt bike ride. Very nice treat after the dirt bike ride. And I'm so hungry. I was looking around. There's like a couple of, look, I just Googled like good food near me. And there is a hot dog shack down the street. There's a couple of barbecue joints. So we're going to go find something soon. And I should have gotten food before I came out here, because like I'm starting to feel it. I'm like getting a little like lightheaded. I exerted a lot of energy earlier, and I need to replenish the body. My body's not happy with me right now by any means. See, told you, it still just keeps getting better and better and better. Like, look at that. And I've managed to mow down my 3rd Cliff Bar. So that kind of curbed my temporary hunger for the moment. I was about to start eating my shorts here. Like, I'm a lean guy. When I get hungry, I'm like, I literally start getting like hangry, you know? It is amazing how much your food and your diet affects your attitude and how you look at everything. I was like out here in the woods, and I was starting to be like, oh, God. You know me, I love being out in the woods. I shouldn't be out here in the woods angry, but when I'm hungry, I get angry. So, as I said, we're good for the time being, but right down here, I think I can get my feet in the water. Thank God. And I tell you what, like, there's nothing better than just live streaming in the middle of the woods. Like, this is hard work. Usually live streaming in most scenarios it can be hectic. There can be people around, but just live streaming in the middle of the woods, this is what's up. I could do this more often. Nothing like chilling in a good old live stream. Man, it feels so good to get my feet in the water. Like, you have no idea. Like, in this way, when I first put my feet in, I was like, wow, it was cold. But now we're digging it. We're acclimated, feeling good. We're getting, and there's some fish. There's fish in here. Some brook trout. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a fisher guy. So, yeah, this is the bottom of Chesterfield Gorge. Last time I was here, there was a whole lot more water rushing down over the rocks. It was a little bit better looking. But at the same time, I wouldn't be able to sit right here with my feet in this live stream, talking to you guys while I'm live streaming with my feet in the stream. Anyways, I'll stop blabbing. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this place. It's one of my favorite spots here. And yeah, the Cliff Bar is already wearing off, so we are definitely gonna go find some type of food shack here very, very shortly. So stay tuned, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make our way to the hotel, and we're gonna have one more little surprise for later on this evening or first thing in the morning tomorrow. All right, so I guess one more good look at this thing before we go grab some food. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. How many years it took for the stream to go from up there to down there? Anybody know? If you do, message me in the comments. Oh, it took 67,784,383,212 days. It's my guesstimate. Anyways, let's carry on. I'm not gonna lie, I really did like walking down that other side a whole lot better than walking up this side, if you know what I mean. I crack myself up sometimes. Whew! All right, we have made it to the hotel room. Looks like a dorm room. I mean, Keene State College is about right over there, so I think that's where they got the ideas for the room. They're like, yes, we're gonna make it look like a college dorm room. But it's not that bad. It still comes with a cup chair in the corner. We have a Picasso. It's probably not a Picasso, but we're gonna roll with it. And let's see what we got outside. Ooh. Oh, actually, you know what? Seeing as though my dirt bike is in the back of my truck, I'm probably gonna bring it in on over here. So seeing as though if somebody tries to take it out of the back of my truck tonight, which I'm gonna knock on wood. That's not wood. This is wood. No, that ain't even wood either. But anyways, yeah, I should probably move my truck back over there. But yes, this is home for the night. Bed check. Oh, this is good. This is a very comfortable bed. Let's see if I can sleep one of these. Let's see if I can sneak one of these in the back of my truck before I head home tomorrow morning. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a bit. We might go out and do something later on, but when I was just driving through downtown Keene, it looks very cool. So I think we're gonna wake up at the crack ass of you know what tomorrow morning. We're gonna go get some brekkie, and then we're gonna go head on over to Madame Sherri's castle. I made another video back there when I first started my channel back like a year ago, and I really couldn't tell my hindsight from my elbow. So now that we're starting to figure things out a little bit more, we're going to go back over there. Just going to show you guys a couple of cool little spots over there. But anyways, yeah, hit that subscribe button. If you're still watching, enjoy. And I appreciate you all very much. Just checked out of the hotel, making my way over to Madame Sherri's castle. And it's just beautiful. Like, so look at that. Yeah, you can kind of see that field through the trees over there. Like, it's beautiful. And look at this. I love going places, and then when you're getting close to it, it's a dirt road. I don't know. It's nothing. It's one of the little things in life. I just love dirt roads, you know. They're amazing. They got character, they got bumps, they got surprises, they got little secrets. They usually have a large past. Usually dirt roads had a lot more going on them way back in the day. Like, obviously, got a big old cemetery right here on this dirt road. So, you know, not every dirt road has a cemetery on it. So clearly, this road's been used by a lot of folks over the years. A lot of people live around here, or have lived around here. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna head over to Madame Sherri's here very shortly. So this right here is the entrance to Madame Sherri's property. So back in the day, there was a big, must have been a big, like, grand, nice big rock bridge that went across this waterway. Obviously, here's all the remaining stones that used to make up the rest of it here. But if you look up the path, you can see that rock wall that just kind of weaves its way down around the side over there. So this was a nice big grand pathway slash, you know, call it a driveway that started working its way up the hill. And that's where Madame Sherri's castle is right up there. And she was like a French socialite that moved out here. I think it was in like the late teens or early 20s. And like, long story short, cut all the way through her story of being out here. Like after World War II, she ran out of money. And eventually, I think it was back in like early 1960s, this place caught fire and burnt down. And then obviously it started decaying over the last several decades to what it is today. And I could be a little off on some of those figures. I think I'm kind of just shooting from the hip on that, with a little bit of education there. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it here. But I'm going to go take you guys up there and let's go check this place out. It's pretty cool. Like, I would have loved to see this place back in its heyday. Like, it's big. Like, so this is the whole first floor here. And this is where, like, most of the parties were held. And it is reported that, like, I guess there was, like, literally, there was the way they built the place, there was, like, trees inside of it that went all the way to the 3rd floor. And the 3rd floor, you could only access it by going up the stairway that is right here. So that would, and most of it is broken down. So it would have went like way up over here. So like I would have been saying, there would have been 2 floors above me here at this place. And if you ever do come up here, definitely watch your step, because you could definitely fall through somewhere. Like, check this out. Yep, wouldn't want to run your inner thigh down on that piece of rebar right there. That wouldn't be good. You know, you could probably, that's a good ankle snapper right there. But yeah, so this whole property is a total of like 515 acres. And that's right now. I don't know how much she owned back in the day, but yeah, they started building this place back in 1931. But there is more coming out. Like, let's go down around the corner here. Look at this. It's kind of creepy. Like, you come down here, and there's definitely stuff you could very easily trip, and you wouldn't want to trip and catching your mouth on that. Whoo, that wouldn't be good. But yeah, like, look at this. It's Captain Creepy's house under here. We got some satanic looking stars over there. Black metal, man. It says sex gog. I don't know, kind of weird. But there's more as well. So there's also, I'm gonna go hike up there real quick. I think it's like 3/4 of a mile hike each way, so I won't bore you guys with the actual hike itself. I just want to show you the result once you make the little hike. There is it's kind of like a alpine pond. It's because it's up on a mountain, big hill anyways. But there's nothing on it. It's amazing, just trees. It's absolutely beautiful. But here, if you come down here, you get another view of the backside. Actually, backside, front side, side. I don't know. But see, look at this. Kind of gives you a good idea about how truly big this place was. Seeing as though that's the basement side, this place had 3 more floors above that. Like, it was pretty tall back in the day, you know? And look at like, nobody builds anything like this anymore. Like, imagine the work that took. And so I guess a lot of her, so after World War II, that's when her demise started coming along. I know this place like burnt down, I think it was 1962, but yeah, so after World War II, that's when Madame Sherri's money started drying up, and that kind of led to this place's unfortunate decline. But for many decades, they were raging out here. Imagine the stuff that's gone down in this very spot. Probably wouldn't want to know, in all honesty. So yes, this and there's another nice stairway right here. Still in actually pretty good shape. But yes, this is Madame Sherri's castle. If you, I mean, there's a ton of information online about her. If you do a little Google search, and you can dig up a lot of stuff. She seemed like a very, very interesting woman back in the day, you know. So cool stuff. You don't really, there's not too many stories like this around here. And I would say, if you do ever want to come and check this place out, it looks, unfortunately, like, see, there's a big crack in the top of that stairway. So unfortunately, more of this is going to fall sooner than later. So if you do want to get a glimpse of it before more of it's destroyed, try to come check it out sooner than later. There's one spot up over here where Madame Sherri was said to do a lot of her reflecting. So I'm going to go take you over there and show it to you. And I think that's where we'll wrap up the video. So, you know, back there when I was debating on whether or not this is actually an alpine pond or not, it is an alpine pond because I'm hiking right now. That's up the trail. That's down the trail. So yes, we're going for an actual hike. So yes, it's confirmed. It is an alpine pond. And we're going to get there. It'll be sweet when you see it. You're going to love it. You're going to want to drag your kayak all the way up this hill and bring it up here and just have the most peaceful paddle you've ever had in your life. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. I might try to do that. Another video. Should be right up around this corner, right here. Oh yeah, oh wow. the bugs. Hopefully there's enough breeze down here that the bugs F off. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. So I just hiked, it was probably about a mile up the trail, I would imagine. It's a little longer if you go the other way, but yeah, look at this. So I'd say it's beaver dam related. Like, it looks like there's a beaver dam down there, so I'd say I can thank the old beavers for creating this little halfway up the mountain pond here. So pretty, so pretty. All right, we made it. So yes, evidently my suspicions were confirmed. It is an alpine pond because I just hiked and broke a sweat. And I also realized this has got to be why Madam Sherri chose this place to make her party house, because, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Look at that. It's stunningly beautiful. There's even like, these aren't stairs right here, but you could, it kind of looks like it was cut out for you to just sit there and drop your feet in the water and hopefully don't get your toes bit off by a snapping turtle or anything. But anyways, I thank you folks for watching. We're going to have another episode coming up here next weekend. So they're going to be coming up more consistently. If you could, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. It's free for you. It just takes 1 second. So do that, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.